instead of having a ton of staff in each office when I was building it, I traveled staff with me. We'd go in my
Wow.
car one day and go.
In terms of like taking on debt, did that scare you guys at all, or are you confident enough in the model to?
So I didn't use a lot of debt. I just had the debt from medical school. But what I did is I reinvested everything I was making. I kept my lifestyle really low compared to what I was making and generating, and I kept my expenses really low. And I, instead of like having all the expensive instruments in all the offices, I traveled with all the instruments and had one set of instruments. For example, instead of having a ton of staff in each office when I was building it, I traveled staff with me. We'd go in my
Wow.
car one day and go. So I did a lot of things to keep costs low until the revenue was coming in. And as the revenue came in, then I expanded my expense structure. Um, I would tell you if I had to do it over again, there's not a lot of things I would do differently. But so I was afraid of debt when I was early on in all these businesses. I mean, it scared me to death. Now that I really understand business, if I can get money at the right cost, that's the cheapest way to expand.
Yeah.
If somebody's going to give me money at 3% and I can do something that's generating 10%, my arbitrage is 7%, and
Yeah.
I'm not using my own money.
Yeah.
So, I mean, now I believe in debt, much more, but not for people just getting started. I think people have to be very careful because of just exactly what you said. If your model's not solid and your assumptions are wrong, then there's always risk that your debt it could do you in before you get going. And probably one of the number one reasons that a new business would fail is inappropriately being financed. They don't
Mm.
really have the backing to do what they need to do.